Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm going to do a quick overview of your life map assignment. So, what the life map assignment is simply you are just coming up with three important events in your life. So, it's going to look like this blank my life map by. Under here, you just put your name. So, under by, so you can put your name, okay? Joe M, whatever your name is, okay? And you're going to highlight three different events. So you'll have to actually go to text here and hit add a text box. It's going to show up right in the middle. Don't worry about that. Just write an important event. So maybe it was my, like for me, it was my son was born. Okay. Now, obviously, it's going to be different because you've lived a shorter life than me. So but I cannot tell you your important life events, but think of, maybe a sibling was born, maybe a parent came back from overseas, like they worked in the military, or, it could be something unfortunate that happened to you. Maybe something sad happened. I want you to be comfortable in sharing. You don't have to put something if you don't want to, but I do also want you to really think critically of what are some important events that have happened in my life that have forever changed me, have changed how I view things and how I act and who I am as a person now. So, it should be somewhat personal, but this isn't something that you're going to be sharing with the whole world. You're just going to share with me, unless you're comfortable sharing with others. So let me show you how to do this. So you're going to add a text box. So I want to delete that. Let's start from scratch. Text box. Add text box. Starts right there. So I'm just going to start typing. My child was born. So I put it there. Super small. But if I hit this little spot right here, I can make it bigger, and it'll let me move it however I want. I'm going to click away for just a second and then click back, and now I can move it. And it's a little too big, so what I can do is I can make it a little bit smaller and just drag it. You could also hit Control A. So let's see if I hit Control A. Oh wait, no, sorry. Click on that. Control. No. Click on where you can get in there and Control A, and then you can make the text bigger going up here. Okay. Once you get one text box, I usually duplicate that text box and I put it throughout. Okay. In fact, what I'll probably do is I'll give this to you with the text boxes located in it, so you don't even need to make a text box. But what you will need to do is have some type of caption. What are three important events? And then in here, you can come up with pictures. So you can do this a couple of ways. You can, and you could also do this as a hard copy. But you could upload pictures. Maybe you have digital pictures that you can send to your Google Drive or your email. Parents can do that on the phone if they can access your Google Drive, or they can send it to your email. Or, the other option that you have is, if this one was my son was born, I can look up, on Google, go to images. I can put baby in a hospital, and I'll make this more like a cartoon kind of thing. So yeah, that's a good one. This looks good. I'll do that. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to right click and put save image as, and I'll have it in my downloads, and I'll put it as baby pick. Save. Automatically it gets downloaded. Uh-oh, hopefully that's not a, oh, that's not going to be a right format. So that picture's not going to work. Let me see if I can find another one. This one will work fine. Try that one again. Save as. And I'll just put baby pick. Download. Save. It will save automatically to your drive since you have a Chrome book. And then what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and go to upload, upload files, and under downloads, baby pick, open. There it is right there. And I'm just going to drag and drop. Now that's a little too big, so I'm going to use the arrows and I'll just kind of put it in that box. And if I don't want this square, like let's say I don't need that anymore, I can click it and hit the trash can and it will delete it. And that way it's just the picture. So you're gonna have 3 pictures, 3 captions. It should be fairly simple. You shouldn't have any problems with it. If it does get difficult on Canva, you can get a hard copy and you can draw and color that way. But what we're going to do is you're going to make a life map, and then tomorrow on Tuesday, or if this is a future class, the next day, what you're going to do is you're going to circle the most important event that happened in your life. And you're going to begin your narrative with that. So we'll talk more about that as a whole class. But what I want you to get done today is your life map. And then tomorrow you're going to be circling the most important event and you're going to start drafting, okay, who's my character? Because it doesn't have to be you. You could do a fictional character that goes through a similar event, but or you can make it yourself if you want it to be. You can be the main character. The one thing though is I want the character that you decide to create, whether it be you or something fictional, I want their traits to be somewhat similar to your own traits. So how they behave, how they act, not necessarily how they look, but the more traits that you make similar to you, the more relatable the character is going to be. So once again, I will talk more about that in class. I just want to give you a quick overview on how to use the life map. Thank you very much.